It is Tuesday. It took me 2 days to finally recover from that long day of drafting, but it was a great thing. It was like the best day ever. And I have to say, okay, the guy doing the draft at my mom's house, I thought went pretty well. I thought that software was really good. I think we might actually stick with that next year and continue on with that. Now, if anyone has ever, invest in a 55-inch or larger TV or has a projection screen and would like to have it at their house, and you have the room, I would totally be up for that. So let's go on with our little my famous review of the draft and preseason rankings. Who will be this year's jinx? I guess that's what you guys like to call it, right? Let me go to something. Hold on. Trying to get to the thing where I can see everyone's bids or whatever. Where the heck is it? Auction results. Detail results. There we go. So, my first. Oh, first off, let's see if there's any crazy bids out there. I know there are a few, and I know things fluctuate in the draft when like running backs get scarce and there's a few left, they go for a crazy price. Like, oh, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a crazy price that I thought was nuts. I know Steven Jackson comes right off the bat. He was one that really did. Well, I mean, not a crazy bid, but $40 for Arian Foster, that was a pretty good bid. I mean, because you don't know what's going on at the time. Let's see here. Really, I don't know if I really see any crazy bids. Everything seems fairly good. I mean, the $54 for Steven Jackson, though. That one really blew me away. $39 for Julio Jones, I thought was a bit high. Not that much higher. $40 for Eddie Lacy. That one got me. $40 for Peyton Manning. I know Peyton's going to be awesome, but 40 bucks. More power to you, buddy. I thought $21 for Ryan Matthews. I thought that was a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good steal, I thought. What's another one? Why did I just skip that in my head? Peterson went for 54, which technically is a bargain, right? Because he should have went for like 58. Trent Richardson for 50. I mean, I guess that's about right. Aaron Rodgers for 48. That one really, I mean, I was thinking like 40. So he went 8 over than I thought. But if somebody wants him that bad, right? Get him. I don't know. Really, I guess this draft really didn't do too bad with crazy bid, just a couple. All right, well let's get rolling with my rankings, my preseason rankings. Now, how I'm going to do it? I'm just going to go division by division, and then take the playoff guys from those divisions. So that way, the guys that really stink, I'm not going to have to put you like 12, 11, 10, 9. You guys, you're just toilet bowl bound. How about that? I'm not toilet bowl bound. Just give you a heads up. I am not toilet bowl bound. But is Robert Keon toilet bowl bound? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to start with division number, what division? The 610 division. The 610 division has Adam Gilkison, which he's called Team Gilkison, Dragon Balls, Old Influence, and Du Bois. Here we go. Now, where are you guys? Okay, so 4th place, I have Old Influence, because I don't know. No, I do know. You got a question mark. Shane Vereen is your second running back, and he could be great. We don't know. He could. I mean, not great. He could be good. He won't be great. But Alfred Morris is your only real running back, and D'Angelo Williams, the guy I've had him for a year or two, and he just is a waste of roster space. Your receivers, obviously, there's a lot of receivers this year, so a lot of teams are going to have at least two decent receivers. You got more than that. You got Vincent Jackson, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffries, and Roddy White. So you got four good receivers, but that one running back kills you. And Cam Newton will be all right. I don't know that much about Jared Cook this year. He's on a new team, so we'll see what happens. Uh, Third place in your division, I have, oh crap, the boys. Third place, but you could still make the playoffs. I haven't decided yet because I've seen divisions where three teams make the playoffs. And I know you're giving a big sigh of relief. Oh, thank God I'm not Corey's favorite. So yeah, I have you third place because I like Tony Romo. Don't get me wrong, I like him. But your running backs are a little thin too. But you got more than what Mike had. You got at least Darren Sproles and injury-prone Rashard Mendenhall, and that's really it too. Oh wait, is that Monte Ball? So you got Monte Ball too, which right now we don't know what's up with him. He probably will be the starter eventually, but right now we're not sure. Your receivers are good. Dez Bryant, Larry Fitzgerald, Pierre Garcon. That's sick. You're going to start those three. We know that. And then your bye-week filler guys like DeAndre Hopkins or Emmanuel Sanders and whoever this Wheaton guy is. I don't know who he is. But your tight end is awesome, Vernon Davis. And I don't know why you got the Dolphins defense. I don't know why you have Dolphins defense. That's stupid. That's for Bill. You should have let Bill get it. I mean, that's like our given thing. You let Bill get the Dolphins defense. I mean, I think you're going to be in last place just because of that. Dang it. No, I'll tell you later. All right, well, that's going to go off for a little bit. Okay, let me show There we go. There we go. That works. Okay, so that's three. Who's number two? I have Team Gilkison number two. It was close. It was really close. But I'll tell you why. Okay, Drew Brees, no-brainer. Jamal Charles, Arian Foster, Doug Martin. That's like the sickest trio of running backs ever. That's like your top three. You got the three top running backs out of probably 4 or 5. But your receivers, you got all, like Denarius Moore is really your only number one target receiver, like you're the number one receiver on the team, which really isn't that good. But you have a lot of good number twos, like Jason Avant, Brandon LaFell could be good, that Sanu guy. But your receiving core is really struggling. And your tight ends also, well, I mean, your tight end, Gronkowski, could be awesome if he is back to what he is. He could get hurt within a week. We don't know. So that's why I have you at 2, because you have an awesome quarterback, awesome tight end, if he's healthy, and amazing running backs. That's it. Craig's team is number 1 in his division because he's got Eli Manning and Michael Vick. That's it. Plain simple. Seriously. We don't know. Vick could be awesome, but he's not going to be bad. I think he'll be really good, and if not, Eli Manning will still step in. Now, I like his team because he's got good depth. He's got Forte, Chris Johnson, LaShawn McCoy, and Lamar Miller. All 4 starting running backs. That's freaking awesome. You could even trade one of those in a receiver and get an awesome quarterback or something. Your wide receivers, you got a lot, and you're going to have a hard time deciding who to play. Kimbrel Tompkins, going to be a stud. Come on! Seriously, trying to do a video. Okay, where was I? Craig. You got Miles Austin, Tavon Austin, Justin Blackman, Marquise Colston, Malcolm Floyd, or Michael Floyd, one of the two, I can't see, I just got an initial. Josh Gordon, Greg Jennings, Kimbrel Tompkins. Like I said, you only can play 2 of them because you're always going to play 3 running backs. You need to trade a whole bunch of receivers. You got Gates and Greg Olsen and the Baltimore Ravens defense, which will be good. That's what I think your team is sick. Sick, sick, sick. And I hope I give you the kiss of death by saying I think you might win it all, but I haven't gotten there yet. So that's Craig's division, 610 division. 810 division has Red Solo Cup. That's Josh. Miami Sharks, Bill. Arkham Fugitive, Steve, and Fester, Jimmy. Because Arkham Fugitive's logo, wicked. Okay, so who do I got there? Let's just see. Red Solo Cup. I got you in last place. Yeah, I don't. You kind of I don't know what happened there, man. You got Matt Stafford. Your running backs, Eddie Lacy, and then you got like Isaac Redmond and Dwyer. So you know you got the starter, but they might split 50-50. And you got Mark Ingram, and then after that, I don't know what you got. So you got your receivers is what you got. Calvin Johnson, Brandon Marshall, and Julio Jones, and then that Ketterell Patterson guy. So obviously you just need 2 running backs, but you really don't have 2 running backs. You got 1. Your tight end, Owen Daniels, and then you got decent defense, Steelers or Rams. So not too thrilled with your team. Sorry. Third place. Oh, that's right. I have you tied for 3rd and 4th because I thought Bill's team kind of was the same weakness. Bill's team has Peyton Manning. That's why I like his team just a hair better than yours, I guess. So he's got Peyton, and but his running backs, he has Stephen Ridley and C.J. Spiller, so that he's got 2 running backs at least. And then he's got one of the San Diego receivers. He's got Vincent Brown or Malcolm Floyd, one of those 2. Kenny Britt, A.J. Green, and Stevie Johnson. I'm not a big fan of Stevie Johnson. Kenny Britt can't stay healthy in a year. So really he's got 2 receivers he'll have at all times. So he needs a 3rd one. His tight end, Martellus Bennett or Julius Thomas. And, Seahawks defense, that'll carry him. So I guess I'll have him in 3rd, Josh you're in 4th. 2nd place, Arkham Fugitives. That was it was a tough. Wait, who am I missing? Oh, I didn't do Fester. Where's Fester's team? Wait a minute. Where the heck is Fester's team? I don't see his team. I have to look for it. I will look for it right now as I look. Come on, Josh. Fester. Alright. I wonder if this thing crashed yet. I'm not sure. It hasn't crashed yet. Alright. Fester, you got Brady, Frank Gore, Jones Drew, Darren McFadden. That's pretty nice. And then you got Dwayne Bowe, Victor Cruz, Lance Moore, Hayward Bay, Mike Williams, Hausler, Jason Witten, Packers D. That's pretty nice. And Fugitives, you have... I'm going insane. I'm going insane. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Fugitives, you have DeMarco Murray, Ray Rice, Russell Wilson. Okay, so I have you in 2nd. Yeah, and Fester in 1st. Because you got Mike Wallace, Wes Welker, Torrey Smith, Cecil Shorts. Then you got Jimmy Graham, which is awesome. 49ers defense is awesome. I just think you're missing 1 running back, or you're missing 1 really a lot better receiver. And I'm not really sold on Russell Wilson. And Fester's team with Tom Brady, Frank Gore, Jones Drew, McFadden, and then Dwayne Bowe, Victor Cruz, and Hayward Bay, who's looked good, Lance Moore. Then he's got Jason Witten. So yeah, I got Fester number 1 in that division. Now, the last division. Who's the last division? Well, that's my division. My division, the ESPN division, has Nose Pickers, me, Cardiac Kids, David, Rice Baby, which he'll change it to something soon, Mark, and TD Racing, So, number 4. Do I have Tom at number 4? No! Aloha, David. I got you at number 4, man. I don't know. You got, obviously, Aaron Rodgers is awesome, but you wouldn't spend a lot of money on Rodgers. Then you have literally one running back, I think, Steven Jackson. And seriously, that's it. You got Bryce Brown, James Franklin, Fred Jackson, and Felix Jones. You have one running back. Uno! So I'd let you know. Might want to call Craig up. He's got 4. All starters. Then you got Randall Cobb. You might want to trade him Aaron Rodgers. You got Randall Cobb, Andre Johnson, and that's it really. You got James Jones. Then you got Fred Davis, James Cameron. I'm done. I can't talk. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, David, man. I can't talk about your team anymore. You spent too much money on Aaron Rodgers. Third place in that division, Mark. You spent your wad on Adrian Peterson and Marshawn Lynch. And I'm not a big Sam Bradford fan, and we don't know what E.J. Manuel will do. So you got those 2 running backs, and that's really it. Your other receivers, you got the Seattle receiver, Percy Harvin or Sidney Rice. But then you got Demaryius Thomas, awesome. But Robert Woods could be good. So kind of iffy there. You don't have a great tight end, and you got the Cardinal defense. But I got you in 3rd place there because it's just, I don't know, it's not as bad as David's. Sorry. Number 2. Tom Willenborg. I got you at number 2, dog. That's pretty good, right? So, you got Kaepernick and RG3. It's a pretty cool choice of quarterbacks. Your running backs aren't bad. You got Bradshaw and Ballard. And you know what's funny? Everyone is just dogging you because you haven't spent a dime. It's like, you got all this money, use it. But I actually like what you did. I mean, it's not the best team, but I think I like what you did. You got Bradshaw and Ballard. You got Daryl Richardson and Chris Ivory, which he may pan out to something. You got Ben Jarvis Greenhouse, which may do something. But then you got Amendola and Bolden and T.Y. Hilton, Hakeem Nicks, and Steve Smith. Hey, you can't go wrong there. Those are quality receivers. Jermichael Finley and Tony Gonzalez, sick. I like them both. And the Broncos defense. So, yeah, I think your team is, for having all that money, I think your team looked pretty good. But I don't think it's as good as mine. Yeah. I got mine first in my division. I like Matt Ryan. I got Reggie Bush, Ryan Matthews, and Woodhead. Woodhead could be the new Darren Sproles, what they're saying. I got David Wilson, and that's it. And I got Ben Tate for I don't know why. Who the heck is A. Brown? Oh, Andre Brown. I got David Wilson's handcuff, Andre Brown. So then receivers, I got Antonio Brown, Eric Decker, Chris Givens, Jordy Nelson, and Reggie Wayne. All I need to do is start 2 of them, and I got 2 that I'll start. I got Ed Dixon, question mark. Defense, I got the Cowboys. So I like my team the best. Do I like my team to win it all? No. So, obviously the playoff teams, my team, Dragon Balls, Fester, and then the next group would be TD Racing, Arkham Fugitives, and will it be Gilkison or will it be Du Bois? It'll be Gilkison. I like Gilkison's better, sorry. So the overall winner, the Kiss of Death. You ready for the Kiss of Death? The Kiss of Death, Dragon Balls. I think you could have a team that could win it all. And I hate saying that because I'm sick of you winning. I'm sick of it. But it is nice to have Robert off of the crown. Okay, take the crown away from Robert, and all's good in fantasy world. So, anyway, guys, that's it. This has been a long video, I'm sure. Let's see what we're at here. We're only at 20 minutes. That's not too bad. So, I think that's all I got for you. Start the blind bidding. Enjoy the season. And go NFL.